Cassava, also known as yuca, manioc, or tapioca, is a starchy root vegetable. It is a staple food for millions of people in tropical regions around the world. Cassava is a versatile root that can be boiled, fried, baked, and processed into various products. This essay will explore the origins, cultivation, culinary uses, nutritional value, and potential risks associated with cassava. Cassava is not actually a single entity, but rather a group of plants belonging to the genus Manihot. Within this genus, Manihot esculenta reigns supreme as the most widely cultivated species, but don't let the scientific jargon fool you. Cassava, in all its forms, shares a common characteristic, a starchy, edible root that has sustained populations for centuries. The name cassava itself is believed to have originated from the Taino word kakabi, the indigenous people of the Caribbean who were among the first to cultivate this resilient root. From this linguistic root, variations like yuca in Spanish-speaking regions and manioc in French and Portuguese-speaking areas emerged, adding to the rich tapestry of names for this globally significant crop. So whether you call it cassava, yuca, manioc, or tapioca, one thing remains clear. This humble root, with its unassuming appearance, plays a vital role in global food security and holds a fascinating story within its starchy depths. Cassava is native to South America, where it was first domesticated thousands of years ago. Archaeological evidence suggests that cassava cultivation began in what is now northwest Brazil, spreading throughout the Amazon basin and beyond. From this cradle of domestication, cassava embarked on a remarkable journey, carried by indigenous peoples as they migrated and traded across the Americas. By the time European explorers arrived in the 15th century, cassava had already established itself as a staple crop throughout South America and parts of Central America. Its ability to thrive in challenging environments, including poor soils and high humidity, made it an ideal crop for these regions. When Portuguese and Spanish colonizers recognized the potential of this resilient root, they facilitated its introduction to other parts of the world, including Africa, Asia, and the Pacific Islands. Cassava's adaptability to diverse climates and its ability to provide sustenance in challenging environments led to its rapid adoption in these new territories, where it quickly became a staple food for millions. Today, cassava is cultivated in over 100 countries across the tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Its journey from the rainforests of South America to global prominence is a testament to its resilience and adaptability, as well as its significance in shaping culinary traditions and supporting livelihoods worldwide. Cassava is a relatively easy crop to grow, even in poor soil conditions. It prefers well-drained soil and a tropical or subtropical climate with plenty of sunlight. While it can tolerate some shade, optimal growth occurs in areas with at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. The plant is propagated from stem cuttings, which are planted directly into the ground or in mounds. These cuttings, typically taken from mature cassava stems, possess the remarkable ability to develop roots and shoots, giving rise to new plants. Once established, cassava plants can grow up to 10 feet tall and produce large, starchy roots that are ready for harvest in 8 to 12 months. Cassava is a drought-tolerant crop and can survive in areas with low rainfall. However, it thrives in regions with an annual rainfall of 40 to 60 inches. This adaptability to varying moisture levels makes cassava a valuable crop in regions prone to droughts or irregular rainfall. Its ability to grow in poor soil conditions and its tolerance to drought make it an important crop for smallholder farmers in developing countries. In these regions, where access to irrigation and fertilizers may be limited, cassava's resilience and minimal input requirements make it a lifeline for food security. Section 4. A culinary chameleon, from table to tapioca. Cassava is a versatile root vegetable that can be prepared in countless ways. It can be boiled, fried, baked, mashed, or ground into flour. In many cultures, cassava is a staple food, similar to rice or potatoes in other parts of the world. One of the most popular ways to eat cassava is boiled. The roots are peeled, cut into chunks, and boiled until tender. Boiled cassava can be served as a side dish, similar to mashed potatoes, or used in soups and stews. Its relatively bland flavor makes it an excellent canvas for absorbing the flavors of other ingredients. Cassava flour is another important product derived from the root. The roots are peeled, grated and dried to produce a fine flour that can be used in a variety of ways. Cassava flour is naturally gluten-free, making it a popular alternative to wheat flour for people with celiac disease or gluten intolerance. It can be used to make bread, cakes, cookies and other baked goods. In addition to its culinary uses, cassava is also used to produce tapioca starch. This versatile starch is extracted from the root and used as a thickening agent in soups, sauces and desserts. Tapioca pearls, a popular ingredient in bubble tea and other sweet treats, are also made from tapioca starch. Section 5. Nourishing millions, cassava's nutritional impact. Cassava is a good source of carbohydrates, providing energy to those who consume it. It is also a source of dietary fiber, which is essential for digestive health. Cassava contains vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, folate, and potassium. While cassava is not a complete protein, meaning it does not contain all 9 essential amino acids, it still contributes to the overall nutritional intake of millions of people, especially in regions where access to a diverse diet may be limited. The leaves of the cassava plant are also edible and are a good source of protein, vitamins and minerals. They can be cooked and eaten as a leafy green vegetable, adding nutritional value to the diet. Cassava's ability to grow in poor soil conditions and its drought tolerance make it an important crop for food security, particularly in developing countries. Its role as a reliable source of carbohydrates and other nutrients helps to sustain populations and mitigate the risks of malnutrition, especially during times of food scarcity. Section 6. Safety first. Addressing cassava's risks. While cassava is a valuable food source, it is important to note that certain varieties of cassava contain cyanogenic glycosides, which can release cyanide when consumed. Cyanide is a toxic substance that can cause health problems if ingested in large amounts. The levels of cyanogenic glycosides vary depending on the variety of cassava. Sweet varieties contain lower levels of these compounds and are generally safe to eat after peeling and cooking. Bitter varieties, on the other hand, contain higher levels of cyanogenic glycosides and require careful processing before consumption. Traditional methods of processing bitter cassava to remove cyanide include grating, soaking and fermenting. These processes help to break down the cyanogenic glycosides and make the cassava safe to eat. It is crucial to follow proper preparation methods to minimize the risk of cyanide poisoning. Consuming raw or improperly processed cassava, especially bitter varieties, can have serious health consequences.